Welcome to our series, Yes 3 Chef, where we take you with us to meet some of the best chefs in the world as they show us where to eat in their cities.
Savoriness, sweetness.
We're in Singapore, a city of dazzling contrasts, where futuristic skylines meet century-old street food tradition. We're spending the day with Chef TC, one of the executive chefs of the 3 Michelin-starred restaurant Zen, the Singapore outpost of Bjorn Fransen's Nordic Empire. From iconic hawker stalls to hidden gems,
It's one of the only Michelin-starred hawker stalls in the world.
casual bites to refined plates. We're following Chef TC through his local favorite food spots, places that show the roots of Singapore, the soul of its food, and the flavors that inspire him most. We'll eat, we'll drink, we'll eat durian,
It's so good.
and we'll end the night just a little bit fuller than we started. This is episode 7, Best of Singapore, Part 2.
We are at Dadong Prawn Noodles, one of my favorite stalls for the prawn noodles, what we call Gao soup, which is like a very thick and very flavorsome. That's why we are here. 3 bowls, pork rib prawn noodle bihun. You're having the classic mixed alkaline noodles, the yellow noodles, and bihun, which is the rice vermicelli. I just love the rice vermicelli because it soaks up the soup more. Stock itself, the soup. Imagine like a beast, a prawn beast, bone marrow cooked together. So it has very thick and nice umami flavors to it. You can see some golden nuggets, that's the fried lobster, extra crunch and extra flavors. It's a breakfast kind of thing. They usually sold out by 12. Look at the queue right now.
I'm just gonna get into it. That's really good. Like nice bouncy noodles, and the sauce already comes through on the noodles.
As a Malaysian, to love this,
Yeah.
to come back so often, it has to be very good. They nail the flavors.
For the broth, you must slow cook this for days, hours, who knows?
Easily 8 hours.
And tell us about your Noma days. So you started at Noma. Everybody goes to Noma to learn.
Yeah.
What's it actually like?
I would never imagine that I'll be exposed to this much information or ingredients, limited resources they have during winter time. Like nothing grows in the land beside cabbage, potatoes, carrots. So they need to be smart about what they have in their pantries. That's why there's a lot of fermentations, a lot of preserving, a lot of salt cured.
And then for those who don't know, you stayed at Noma and then
I left to the Franzen before they got the 3 stars. What I've always thought the best way for a chef to learn is to work in a 2-star restaurants or a 1-star restaurants. They are hungry for the 3rd stars. They have eager to push themselves to be the best.
you've been lucky enough to be at two restaurants that have won 3rd stars while you were cooking.
You can work in a lot of 3-star restaurants in the world, but to win a 3-star in a restaurant is way beyond than joining a 3-star team.
It's an amazing journey. Great first stop.
Well, we are heading to Imperial Treasure in Jewels for their Peking Duck. Probably the best in Singapore. Right over here, opposite the Terminal 1 Singapore Changi Airport. Let's get it going. First serving there for us, a very traditional Chinese way of cooking egg white, cooked in oil, slow cooking it, so you have a silky texture.
It almost doesn't even resemble egg white. Quite dense.
They try to mimic like king crab, the texture of it. The duck been through a process of 2 days. First day of drying, and then they have the glaze with molasses onto the skin and let it air dry overnight so that the skin gets to have this bit of a sugary coating. And the next day, they finish off in oven, cooking in like a very high heat, almost like tandoori cut like oven. So the skin get very crispy. So here we have the master rolling up the small pancakes with the duck meat, cucumber, leek, the sauce, the homemade sauce. There's no hoisin sauce inside. Secret recipe, the crispy skin. This one's from the top of the breast, dipped into sugar. So it has a bit of a sweetness and also like a bit of a light crunch to it. It's a very good duck. This is a very good duck, yeah. Yeah. The mild reaction from the skin, the savoriness, sweetness, it's everything. Yeah.
That's the crispiest skin, sweet and caramelized. Wow,
That is so good.
it's incredible.
They move a lot with the leg. They swim, they paddle, so there's more flavor in the leg itself. You mess with the quack, you get the whack.
He's probably the best person to ask of anybody. You've done it twice. What do you think it takes to go from a 2 Michelin star restaurant to a 3 Michelin star?
I always question myself, can I do better? And when you have not only you, but your 5 sous chefs, your 10 CDPs, the whole team have the same thought process, want to get better and want to achieve the goal with you, that's when you get the 3rd star. It's no longer just a one-man show, it's no longer just like a luck. It's actually a team effort.
As we wrap things up in this unreal setting, we came for Peking Duck, but stayed for Australian lobster and superior broth. It tastes just as epic as it looks. Garlic beef cubes.
Oh, so tender.
And prawns and bold Singaporean-style chili.
That was a feast.
We are heading to Tai Hwa Pork Noodles. They use a lot of the offcuts, also the organs. For me as a chef, it's like a kind of a nose to tail eating over here. Super famous.
You never know it if you walk in here. Behind us is one of the only Michelin-starred hot stalls in the world. Obviously focused on food.
All right, here's what we're working with. We've got the bak chow mi, their signature dish dry style, aka gan mian, with both options of noodles. One mi kia, thin noodles, and one mi pok, flat noodles. Both tossed in black vinegar, chili paste, soy, and pork lard. Basically Singapore in a bowl. We also grabbed their soup version, warm clear broth, rich and clean with flat brown rice noodles. And on the side, liver soup. That's liver soup. I'm just gonna leave that one there. But I mean, good to try.
It's got a huge spice kick to it, it's great. The density of the noodles are really intact too. That dumpling is exceptional.
It's a bit sweet too, which is nice, sweet and spicy. I mean, the burning question is this Michelin worthy? I will say, I was expecting a little bit more, but for like a nice comforting bowl, it's tasty.
They got 1 star, so they are tourists over here. But if they have no stars, probably what they attract are just everyday crowds. A family that come here for their daily meal, or like someone just finish out work and have something before they recharge for the next day. So much historical background on this instead of like, like a foam or like tweezer, no, it's just everyday food here, yeah. One of the most respected chef and bartender in the scenes using insect as the source of protein for their dishes and also drinks. They champion in sustainable programs. We are at Fura Bar, the winner of the Sustainable Bar Award by Asia 50 Best Bar. Christina and Sasha upstairs. We're gonna see what they create for us right now.
So we opened October 2023. So I'm born and raised in Singapore, lived in Copenhagen for about 3 years, and that's where Christina and I met. And then moving back to Singapore, what we came to realize was our food resources are very different now than it is like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 50 years ago. And so what we wanted to do with Fura is have a space where we can introduce a new way of eating and drinking, where we're conscious of the ecosystem that we're in. And with this menu, it's a very ingredient-driven menu where we highlight ingredients that are in abundance, invasive, prevalent, lower in carbon emission. Every drink have like a future-proof ingredient that we're highlighting. Mealworm margarita, it's like a spicy margarita. We also use insects for future protein.
I'm mildly concerned.
Just close your eyes, it's okay, you'll be fine.
It tastes like puffed cereal.
For us, insects seems like a more like immediate source of protein, and like it requires lesser processing and uses a lot less resources. Your big moment, guy. He's quite cute. He's cute.
Cheers.
Cheers, cheers, cheers.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Savory,
that's
it's
not
like
bad.
umami. Yeah.
For future protein, we have jellyfish. So we use jellyfish because it's an invasive species. For the gin, we do like 2 parts. So one is infused with fish leaf, similar flavor profile to oysters. Jellyfish gin, infusing jellyfish and gin. The vermouth, fusing it with green spirulina. It's topped with kombu oil. Less intimidating, because you're like, okay, I know a martini. I don't know jellyfish, but I know martini. I like a martini. I'll give that a try.
Yeah. How would you describe that? It does taste like a little bit oceany.
Yeah, it tastes like oceany, like almost like seaweed.
Mealworm, quail, jellyfish.
Sustainability usually has like quite a negative connotation, that we're still bringing it like a super fun vibe, good music, good hospitality, good food, good drinks, overall kind of like help rebuild a better relationship with sustainable or conscious dining.
So we are very lucky on today's the day of the birthday of the goddess, Matsu. They are celebrating right now, obviously with all these tours, dragon dance in front. There's also now like the chanting scene. We call the body of the goddess that's actually coming right up over here right now.
Hi, I'm Damien De Silva, and welcome to Rempapa's Kitchen.
This is Chef Damien De Silva, judge of MasterChef Singapore and one of the country's most respected culinary voices. He once sat across from Anthony Bourdain, sharing a meal and a conversation about what makes Singapore's food culture so layered and so worth protecting. In 2024, he became the first Singaporean chef to receive the La Liste Artistry and Authenticity Award. Today, he runs Rempapa, a restaurant dedicated to the rich tapestry of Singapore's culinary heritage.
We do Chinese, the wok and the steamer. We do Malay, which sometimes grill, sometimes on the hot stove. And then we do Peranakan and Eurasian, which is very similar to Malay, and we do some Sri Lankan. So we basically cover all the 5 different ethnicities that you have in Singapore. So that's sweet potato leaves. So when I grew up, I ate a lot of sweet potato leaves because it just grew wild. Just grew wild, and I love it.
I love the sweet potatoes.
We've got rendang.
So the components of rendang, because I'm not familiar.
No.
What are the components?
We use a total of 21 different wet and dry spices. And then we have nasi lemak, which is basically rice cooked in coconut milk, and that is your opo ayam. This is otak, 4 different types of herbs in there. There's lemon basil, there's kaffir lime, turmeric leaf, and there is daun kasum, which is your luxe leaf. I think nostalgia is a big part of how I grew up and what I like about cooking. It brings you to a place that when you were happy, you don't cook for yourself, you cook for people.
Alright, we are on the way to JB Ah Meng, the best seafood place in town, and it's in Geylang, also known as the Red Light District. And it's where the good food is because all the shops open until like 3 or 4 at night. I'd say the highlight of the night, JB Ah Meng in Geylang, best pepper crab in town. Like I always believe in, come to Singapore for chili crab, but stay for pepper crab. We're heading in right now.
This is Chef Ah Meng, the man behind JB Ah Meng. He's been cooking his signature white pepper crab for over 2 decades. Anthony Bourdain reportedly invited JB Ah Meng to open a branch in the US, but was rejected. Ferran Adria, Gordon Ramsay, and a constellation of Michelin-Star chefs have all made the pilgrimage here. This is where chefs go when they're off the clock. No reservations, no pretense, just good food.
Ah Meng, the boss, is bringing us to the kitchen to show us how to cook the crab. Let's head inside.
1, 2, 3. Okay, start.
The best ingredients make this one the signature dish. The best crab from Sri Lankan, Sri Lankan crab. This is
1.3 maybe. 1.3.
This is 1.3 kilo size. It's like amazing, very meaty.
1.2.
And that's how we judge if a good Singapore restaurants have a good dish is by tasting it and make sure it has this something we call wok hei, which is the breath of the wok, smoky but not burnt, and like the additive flavors to it. Yeah. And then there's also this very high quality Sarawak white peppers from Malaysia, obviously the best white pepper you can source in this region, mixed together with secret spices by the boss. I personally think it's the best crab in town. You can bring out the sweetness of crab, and this is a must try in Singapore. Obviously by the talented chef owner over here. Come for the chili crab, stay for the pepper crab.
Oh, that's super good.
Yeah, it's quite mild actually. So, but it has that really unique flavor of the white pepper. It kind of builds, the heat kind of builds a bit.
That's the difference, what he told me just now. Like the fresh crab will have this natural sweetness, and all the juice from the body still retain, and when you cook, right, they release the juices. That's what makes it so sweet over here. And obviously, fresh crabs, fresh ingredients, nothing can go wrong with these basic rules of serving good food. Just keep moving, and obviously humble and keep learning. That's very crucial. Yeah. Literally, we are like a bow and arrow. The harder or the longer the life pull you back, the further you can shoot yourself further in the future. Yeah.
You can like smell it from down the street.
Yeah. We are now at a durian stall. I would say my favorite fruit as well. Farm in Malaysia that focus on only planting durians. They ship in fresh every day.
Look, it's a wall of durian.
This is XO. It's more on like alcohol flavor. It's so intense, bitter sweetness to it. One of my favorite over here. So the first step is always they open and let you check the quality. And this is when it's like golden, like a yellow golden, it's like a good sign, it's a good durian. One of the three best ones that I enjoy. Musang King, famous for the bitter sweetness and a very small seed, so you get very thick flesh over here. XO, bitter, alcoholic, amazing. Red prawn, just sweet and nice flesh over here. Start from this guy into this. This is probably very good. Looking at how bruised they are, it means that they're very bitter. Into this one, something like this. It's not the top tier durian, but when it's good, it's fucking good. It's very sweet on this one.
That is weird.
So bizarre. It's like fruit garlic.
Like onion garlic, yeah. But then for me, I taste the caramel notes to it, the creaminess, and how sweet it is.
So bizarre, and a bit of like gasoline.
Yeah. Almost like the addictive level of truffles. You can smell truffle from far, and it's quite addictive.
Yeah.
That's to me as a durian as well, yeah. So I can see the texture-wise is a lot different, almost like a blue cheese kind of color, and wow, tastes like garlic. It's so good.
I can really smell from here. I can really smell.
He loves it.
I love it.
He loves it.
What is that? That's like mushy
Yeah.
feet,
I actually don't hate that.
feet garlic.
It's like foot garlic. Somebody is not a fan. I actually don't mind this.
Light bitterness at the end that I enjoy a lot, because like it cut away all the richness. It's not just sweet and cool. It's just like a bitter.
Almost like a triple cream brie kind of consistency to it.
That's how I eat durian. Make sure it's clean, bold, probably the most easygoing. It's always sweet, light bitterness. Sometimes when it's good, it's fizzy. Sometimes.
I'm surprised as to how soft it is. I thought it was gonna be like jackfruit. Oh, this is fine. This is like bubblegum.
I do get a bit light fizzy at the end. This is Musang King, always with a thin seed.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why you get the most out of it from the flesh. And this is a different one. It got bitter, garlicky, funky flavor that I like, but also you have lesser flesh.
How much do these cost?
Depends on the season. Let's say peak of the season, they can go up to like $40, $50 per kilo. This is 1.2 kilo here, and this is probably at 1.6. This is 1.3. Yeah. So if you love durian, you always try to aim for that bitterness. Yeah.
I mean, traditionally we end at a bar, but I love that we're here at a durian market to end the episode. Thank you for showing us Singapore, and thank you for spending the day with us.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Lala.
Cheers.
Thank you, Adrian. Thank you. Cheers.